Vayavacha Yo Vaishnavibhyo. Hare Krishna. So I want to thank Mathurapati Prabhu for giving me this opportunity to speak about Lord Krishna on this auspicious Janmastami uh, festival, which is going to happen on August 26th. Hare Krishna. So today I'm going to speak on birth of Lord Krishna and the different pastimes behind it. Hare Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava Kuncha Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Shishi Radha Madhav ki Shishi Nitai Gaur Sundar ki Shira Prabhupada ki Gaur Premanande Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavatir Naishtaki. Hare Krishna. So here I'll just read one shloka from Shrimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 3. This is text number 9 and 10. Tham adbhutam balakam ambujekshanam chaturbhujam shankagadhadi udayudam Srivatsalakshmam galashobhikaustubam Pitambaram sandrapayoda saubhagam Mahargha Vaidurya Kirita Kundala Trisha Parishvakta Sahasra Kundalam Uddhamakanchi Angada Kankanadibir Virochamanam Vasudeva Aikshata. Translation, purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Vasudeva then saw the newborn child who had very wonderful lotus-like eyes and who bore in his four hands the four weapons Sankha, Chankara, Gadha, and Padma. On his chest was the mark of Srivatsa, and on his neck the brilliant Kaustubha. Dressed in yellow, his body blackish like a dense cloud, his scattered hair fully grown, and his helmet and earrings sparkling uncommonly with the valuable gem Vaidurya. The child decorated with a brilliant belt, armlets, bangles, and other ornaments appeared very wonderful. Purport. To support the word Adbhutam meaning wonderful, the decorations and opulences of the newborn child are fully described. As confirmed in the Brahma Samhita, Barhavatamsham Asitam Buddha Sundarangam. The hue of the Lord's beautiful form resembles the blackish color or dense clouds. Ashita means blackish and Ambuda means cloud. It is clear from the word Chaturbhujam that Krishna first appeared with four hands as Lord Krishna. No ordinary child in human society has ever born with four hands. And when is a child born with fully grown hair, the descent of the Lord therefore is completely distinct from the birth of an ordinary child. The Vaidurya gem, which sometimes appear in bluish, sometimes yellow, and sometimes red, is available in Vaikuntha Loka. The Lord's helmet and earrings were decorated with this particular gem. Harihi Om Tatsatum Jnanatimirandasya Gyananjanashalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadharine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are celebrating our upcoming Janmashtami festival. hearing about the Lord. So, Srimad Bhagavatam speaks in various places. Prabhupada writes, Lord Krishna, actually, to achieve Krishna, actually, there are two ways. One is the Pancharatrika Vidhi, and the other is the Bhagavata Vidhi. So, Pancharatrika Vidhi is it is centered around the deity worship, and then one performs all the different procedures as given in the Narada Pancharatra, which Lord Narada Muni heard from Narayan 5 days how to worship him in the deity form. And there is another way how we can attain Lord is Bhagavata Vidhi. In Bhagavata Vidhi, it is especially Navavida Bhakti, and it is especially stressing on hearing, chanting, and remembering. So Prabhupada in our ISKCON movement, he combined both. He gave the temple worship, and at the same time, he gave the importance of hearing about the Lord. So we can see in the prayers of Lord Brahma, which is repeated by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He says, Jnana Prayasam Udapashya Namanta Eva Sthane Sthita Shrutigatan Tanuvan Manobi Jita Ajita Prayasaha. Very important thing, because it's more important because Brahma said and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu repeated it. He said, to understand Krishna, the first thing is you should give up speculation. Hare Krishna. Jnana Prayasa Udapasya Namantaya. Then he says, it is very difficult to understand Krishna. But in the age of Kali, it is simply you should Sthane Sthita Shrutigatan Tanuvan Manobi. Simply you should hear about Krishna. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in the South Indian Yatra, so he was requested by Chandrasekhar Acharya, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, that you please go and meet the governor, that is Ramananda Rai. So he comes and meets Ramananda Rai, and they have a conversation. He said, you please explain about the perfection of life. So Ramananda Rai says that one has to, in the human form of life, follow the Varnashrama Dharma and please Krishna. He said, Eho Bahya, Eko Bahya means, oh, this is very external. You tell something still more. And this conversation goes like that. We don't have time. And then gradually, finally, he asks, and he culminates in this prayer that one has to hear about Krishna. Okay, so this is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prayer, and he repeats this Thani Sthita Shrutigatan Tanuvan. So this Bhagavata Vidhi of hearing about Krishna. So that's why we are organizing these kind of events, and we try to hear about the Lord. So one may say we can hear just on that day alone, but we hear to prepare our mind for receiving Krishna on the day of Janmastami. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells that one has to hear. So in the village of Raghunath Das Goswami, I don't remember the name. So Raghunath Das Goswami was a great devotee. His father was a great Jamindar, and he had a very beautiful wife, and he had a very opulent house, everything. So, but he was very much attached to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you know. So one may wonder how Raghunath Das Goswami got that opportunity to uh, get attached to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Panihati pastime. And it is mentioned that when he was very young, uh, what is the priest's name? I forgot. Okay. So in the priest, he used to go to that house, and Haridas Thakur used to come and speak about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna. So this is how, in the small age, Raghunath Das Goswami got an opportunity to hear, and then gradually he became mad about Krishna. So then that's how we saw that many times he left into this. So hearing about Krishna is very important, and Srila Prabhupada, he gave us uh, Krishna book, which is the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And why we have to read this? Prabhupada said, when devotees asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, how can we please you? Correct? We know that this is the topmost. Samsiddhir Haritoshanam, that one of the perfection of our life. Atapungar Dvijashreshta Varnashrama Vibhagashah Swanustistasya Dharmasya Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. So Sutta Goswami, while speaking to all the sages assembled in Naimisharanya, he says the perfection of life is to please Krishna. Prabhupada said, if you accept Krishna and love him, he said, I am pleased. So then, if you want to love Krishna, then you have to hear about him. So that is why Prabhupada gave this Krishna book, Hare Krishna. You see, he gave how importance Prabhupada gave to translating Krishna book, that he was writing Srimad Bhagavatam. He stopped in between and he jumped to 10th canto and he wrote Krishna book. And he finished and he published, and he took help of George Harrison, and he took his financial assistance, and he published this book, and he released this. So the reason why did it, Prabhupada thought, I don't know whether I'm going to stay till I finish Srimad Bhagavatam, 12 cantos. So that's why Prabhupada stopped in between Bhagavatam translation and he wrote Krishna book. Hare Krishna. So this is why Prabhupada gave so much of emphasis. He requested all his disciples and followers read Krishna book, and especially in the night before going to sleep. So Lord Krishna is a very important incarnation, because it is mentioned, Ete chamsha kalaha pumsha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, because he is Swayam Bhagavan. It is mentioned by Lord Brahma that there are many candles, but all these candles are actually lighted by one source candle. It is very beautifully prayer is offered by Lord Brahma, and he said that source candle is Govinda, Krishna. So it is mentioned that the incarnation of the Lord is like, these countless waves in the ocean. But the source of all these is actually Lord Krishna. He is actually a Rasa Vihari. And he enjoys all different rasas. Even though here you see in this particular shloka when we read, the Lord here appeared in the four-handed form, Narayana form. Just for all your information, this is the form you can see in Guruvayur. Guruvayur Appan is actually the form which was revealed by Lord Krishna in his birth to Devaki and Vasudeva. So he gave the first, showed the four-handed form. But actually, Krishna's original form is two-handed form in Goloka Vrindavan. Now, some may wonder, like, no, a four-handed form is there, two-handed form. So all are same. So let me worship Narayan. But actually, how Krishna's form is very sweet and he attracts because he enjoys the all different rasas. 12 rasas are there. If you read Nectar of Devotion, the primary 5 rasas and the secondary 7 rasas are explained. But all these rasas cannot be exchanged with Narayan. I still remember, I think in Bangalore, we went to Ahobilam in 2009. I don't know how many of you joined. So there we had gone to pilot trip, for preparation. So there we had gone and we went and, that Lakshmi Narsingadeva was there down the center DT. So we went and then the pujari said, "Oh, ISKCON Wala, you have come. வாங்க 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 உட்காருங்க வாங்க வாங்க நீங்க வந்து கீர்த்தனம் பண்ணுங்க." He said you do kirtan. So then we thought, so let us sit and do kirtan. So we sat. He said, நாராயணர் முன்னாடியில உட்கார கூடாது, எந்திரிங்க எந்திரிங்க. So we have to get up and then we have to sing. So this is how the worship before Narayan. Hare Krishna. So this is the on reverence. But with Krishna, you see Krishna is carrying the Gopas after getting lost to the games, and he is carrying in his shoulder. So like this we can see. So Krishna is like, you have the Santarasa, Dasya Rasa, Sakya Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa, and Madhurya Rasa, which has Swakya and Parakya. So all these different rasas, which you will all study while studying Nectar of Devotion. So Krishna, why he is special? Because one can exchange these kind of rasas. So now, when you read in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami explains like how in the 9th canto he explains about the Surya Vamsa and how Lord Ramachandra Bhagavan appeared. Then he explains about the Chandra Vamsa. That's where the 10th canto, before, just in the end of 9th canto, the Chandra Vamsa is explained, and then it comes to Yadu Vamsa, then everything, and finally the Krishna's appearance is briefed. So like this, Krishna gives his appearance in Chandra Vamsa. And then we all know that, that the earth was overburdened with sins. It is mentioned that, the earth is much disturbed when people who are staying, they are actually they commit lot of sins. Then the earth becomes disturbed, and the earth will not give the required necessity for the human beings to live happily. Right? So the earth took the shape of a cow and went to Lord Brahma and said, you see, we have a very disturbed condition, lot of demons, and they are disturbing. So then Brahma actually, with the help of all demigods, he goes to the Shira Samudra, Milk Ocean. So it is said in this universe, there is a spiritual planet. And that is the place where Lord Narayan resides as Garbhodakshay Vishnu. So there it is said that when Brahma has some problems, he goes. But if you see, Brahma cannot see Krishna. Then how he will communicate? First, he has to recite the Purusha Shukta prayer and communicate with the Lord. Then after that, glorifying and making, then Lord will ask, what is the issue? So you see, it is not so even Brahma cannot see Hare Krishna. So then he says that see, the earth is overburdened by all the demons. So the time has come for you to appear. Then Narayan says, yeah, I will appear. You all go and you appear, and before I come, you all appear and make all the situations ready for me to perform my pastime. Prabhupada says, like, when a prime minister or a chief minister, they come, you see a lot of vehicles going in the front, correct? So like that, when the Lord appears, before that, all his devotees, they appear for making arrangement for the Lord to appear in this world. So then, as the Lord mentioned, he appears. So that is where Vasudeva and Devaki was actually got married, and Kamsa, his brother. So with all the dowry, what he is supposed to give, he the chariot he is going, and then he hears the eighth child will kill you. And he says, "You fool! You are actually driving your sister, but in her womb the eighth child will kill you." So immediately when he heard this, he took the sword and he went to kill Devaki. So Prabhupada said this is the demon's nature. They are not worried whoever it is. If their life is threatened, even their own father, mother, sister, brother, they are ready to kill. So then Vasudev becomes very intelligent, and he explains that, you see, now the child is not yet born. You see, we are spirit soul, and we are not the body. Like this, he explains. So here, I request everybody, maybe you should go and read this particular section in first chapter or second chapter, where Vasudev trying to convince Kamsa that he should not act like this, and he gives whatever is destined, it will happen and everything. And he explains about the body and soul. So Prabhupada is telling that the goal of life is first to understand that we are not this body. So as devotees, we are not much disturbed like how people in this world are. They get easily disturbed because as long as we are in the bodily consciousness, there is disturbance. But devotees are not disturbed. What is the reason? Because they always think that they are not this body. And Krishna says, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur dhruvam janma mritasya cha tashmat apariharyam te natvam sochitum arhasi. For a person who is born, He's destined to die. And for a person who is to die, he is like again destined to give birth again. So in this course of time of birth and death, why do we need to? Tasmat apariharyam te natvam sochitumarhasi. Why you need to lament? So Vasudeva was a great politician, Kshatriya, and he explained this and somehow convinced Vasudeva, Kamsa, and then they were released and they were staying, and then each time he brought child one, child two, child three, and then he was about to kill, but somehow he thought, okay, Vasudeva is very nice, he's keeping up his word, so let me return back. So like this, six children were born, and when this is going on, then the Krishna's Yogamaya brought Narada there. When Narada comes, that's all. Hare Krishna. The whole episode changes. So I said, Narayana, Narayana, Kamsa, what are you doing? You don't know that when the Lord appears, all his devotees also appear. Now you don't know these children may be the devotees. So you should do the needful. So then Kamsa says, oh, thank you, thank you. So then he takes all these, he goes, takes all these six children and he kills. So this is a very interesting background given there. Many would have not heard. So I think Prabhupada explains in very deeper. So these six children are killed by Kamsa. So now who are they? They're all Sadgarbhas. Okay. Now, in source, if you see, they are actually sons of Brahma. Now, you may ask why they are now as been killed. He's actually son of Marichi, who is actually son of Brahma. And Marichi represents mind. Okay, so it so happened by the influence of the material nature. Brahma was bewildered by the material energy, attracted by his own daughter, and he started running behind her. So then it may be little bewildering us also. And the six sons were there. They saw the action of Lord Brahma and they laughed. But you see, the material nature is very powerful, and especially the material nature, Yogamaya, influences a very powerful devotee. The sadhakas, they should not get bewildered. Correct? It's a very important lesson for us. See, you're all now practicing Krishna consciousness. You may come. You may see some senior devotees or stalwarts in the movement, and something may happen to them. But we should just, in Tamil they say, பார்த்து பார்க்காம போவாங்க மாதிரி. You just, we should not much worry about it. It's not our problem. Okay, it is the Lord. It is directly the Lord is working. So the Vaishnava aparadha is very, very dangerous. So the six sons, they were actually laughing, and they were cursed, and they took birth as the sons of the demons, Kalanemi. And this is during the time of Hiranyakashipu. So you know Hiranyakashipu was very powerful demon. So when Hiranyakashipu saw that all these six children's, six people, six of them are worshipping Brahma without his permission, he became very angry and he went and got disturbed. and he cursed. You see, when you don't have Krishna in your life, you may be powerful, but the material contamination is very high in our mind. We will be disturbed always. There will be fear. Actually, if you see here, uh, Devaki is compared to bhakti, and Kamsa is compared to fearfulness. So, like, see, Hiranyakashipu, he was very fearful. And then he cursed that you all will be killed by your own father, like that. So, you see, if Krishna is there, not there in our life, we cannot be happy. So that is why Prabhupada said, only two people are happy in this world. I don't know if you heard or not. One is devotees, other is a foolish person who doesn't know anything. Only person who doesn't know anything can be happy here. But you need to know everything here. You have to study, do everything. So you cannot be happy. But devotees, because they know spiritually everything, they are fearless. So when Hiranyakashipu cursed and Kalanemi was his father, Kalanemi took birth as Kamsa, and the Satgarbhas, they took birth as in the womb of Devaki, and they were killed by Kamsa. Now, another instructing analogy is given by Prabhupada. Marichi is the father who is the mind. Now, the six Sadgarbhas are actually the six anarthas in the mind. Okay? Very important. You should all very carefully listen to this. In our course of devotional service, as we keep growing, for us, the greatest challenge is lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, illusion, starting with the lust. So these always disturbs. You see, when Hiranyakashipu caught hold of Prahlad, and he was asking, what did you learn? That time he explains, you are supposed to give up all these political things and you have to surrender to Krishna. And then he says, you are thinking that as a Kshatriya, you have to attack the enemy. Hare Krishna. But you don't know the real enemy is sitting within you. That is the mind. So a devotee has to be very, very careful, cautious. The mind, it is always cheating you. Takkan, if you just have a different desire to enjoy yourself, immediately it will change the path. So it comes in the form of lust, anger, greed, envy, pride, illusion. Okay. I was just, there was a drama. I think in some of the temple, I just came across and some videos that said, there was one devotee and he chanted the Hare Krishna mantra and he was very powerfully sitting in the morning, getting up, sitting like this, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So then the Kali comes and whispers in its ear, you are a great devotee. You have chanted so nicely. You see all these devotees, they're sleeping. So he said, yes, correct. I'm a very great devotee. That's all. Then in the backside, Kali is saying, yes. very happy because it has attacked the devotee. Huh? So, so like this, pride is the greatest fall down for a devotee. So the six anarthas are there, and the sadgarbhas are representing the six anarthas. So we should be very careful with reference to this, and that's how the six anarthas are killed. And now, seventh child is actually Lord Balaram. Okay, so still, if you read the purports, detailed narrations are given that, uh, uh, so the seventh child is Lord Balaram. Now, so one may wonder why Lord Balaram as a seventh child. So it is mentioned that the sixth Sadgarbhas, the demons, they took birth in the womb of Devaki. And she was always fearful. Oh, what will happen like that? Kamsa will kill my eighth child. So the six Sadgarbhas, they took birth, and Kamsa comes and kills them. Now, the womb is contaminated because of the birth of the demons. So Balaram comes and prepares the womb for his brother. Hare Krishna. So amazing, to hear this. So he prepares the womb of Devaki for his brother to appear. So that's how seventh child, uh, the Lord Balaram appears, and then immediately the Lord in, Yogamaya invites Sankarshana, and then it is transferred from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. So then gradually seventh child is uh, Kamsa comes and sees, and then he informs that there is a miscarriage. Then finally, eighth child appears. Lord Krishna appears as the eighth child, and at that time Kamsa was not there that time. So Devaki was very thrilled. The child from the womb that came out, and then he gave this Narayan form. And he was with Sangha Chakra Gada Padma and all the paraphernalias which I read in the beginning of the purport, the translation. So the Lord was very opulent and they were all very happy. Vasudeva and Devaki was very happy to see. But he was fearful. Oh, Kamsa will come and kill. Said, please, 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 you change your form and become like a normal child. So if you go to, as you said earlier, like if you go to Guruvayur, you can see that form of Narayan, who was actually Gopal, the childhood form with the Rupa of Narayan. So they prayed, and he becomes like a normal child. And Devaki requests Vasudeva to immediately take him out because Kamsa will come and kill. So some interesting things here for you to hear. Prabhupada writes, when Vasudeva was there in the prison, and then he was very happy, and it is mentioned that a Kshatriya, especially when he has a child like this, very happy thing happens, he is supposed to give in charity, especially cows. So now, where is he? He's in the prison. But he wants to give in charity. So then, for a devotee, he knows the power of devotional service. If you cannot do devotional service physically, you just see this here what Vasudev did. In his mind, he gives charity of cows to all the Brahmanas. Lakhs of cows he gives. So sometimes you may not be able to do devotional service because of your family situation, many things. But you can, in the mind, always you can meditate that you are going for book distribution, you are preaching in a program, you are meeting so many people and giving Krishna consciousness. So that's how the mind is very, very powerful. So then Vasudev is thinking, Krishna is there with me, I have to go. But all the soldiers are there, they're all awake. The, the door is closed. What am I supposed to do? So this is how in our devotional service also a lot of obstacles are there, correct? But if you see here when Vasudev took and he said, let whatever it is, let us happen. And he with full heart, he started walking. Suddenly you saw the doors opened. Hare Krishna. And all the soldiers, they fell unconscious. So this is the power of our devotional service. If you are sincere, everything will happen for you. You should not be thinking about these obstacles. Krishna can do anything. Huh? So like this, Vasudev comes out and then he leaves. So anyway, the pastime goes already 8:45. I'll just finish with the last theme. It is said that Devaki is considered to be bhakti and Kamsa is considered to fear. So Devaki is in constant fear. So similarly, a devotee in his healthy Krishna consciousness, he should always have fear. Fear of what? Maya. We should always think, will Maya come and attack me? Constantly in that fear, bhakti comes out. Hare Krishna. So that's how Devaki got this. She became a great devotee. So we should understand that as a devotee, we should never think. See, the challenge comes as we grow in Krishna consciousness. Different challenges come. Correct? You can take a separate session on it, obstacles like that. So, devotee should be very, very conscious and they should always be fearful. Will Maya attack me? Hmm? So, we should be always, and then one more thing is given here that Devaki to get Krishna. So, to get Krishna is not so easy. Correct? One should not think, okay, let me, it's all be very easy. I can chant Hare Krishna and I can go back to Godhead. Yes, you can go back to Godhead. It's easy only. If you're very serious, it's easy. But the problem is we are not serious, correct? So we have to be, we have to take pains. Devaki, to get Krishna, she has to lose 6 child. So take the condition of Devaki as a mother. We have many mothers here. So if a newborn child, if the mother loses, how it will feel? So Devaki has to go through. Yes, she has to sacrifice 6 children. And finally, Krishna appears. So similarly, in our life, if you want Krishna, you should be ready to give everything. And that's how Maya puts tests with you. He will give you, take away everything. We should not be disturbed and we should be always focused on our bhakti. Okay. So like this, I thought appearance of Lord Krishna, there are a lot of themes for us to understand. So we can remember all these and we should all become very serious. Every Janmashtami, every year, no? Some devotees maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years in this moment. Every year will come and Janmashtami will come and Janmashtami will go. Okay. But the important point is how much your Janmashtami transforms your heart and makes you more serious in the path of bhakti. Okay. So we all pray that everybody here becomes stronger in your Krishna consciousness. We should never get shaken, right? So then one may ask, Prabhu, how can be that Maya is shaking me? But how I should not get shaken? So you should always be under a devotee. A very powerful devotee uh, who has been shaken like anything throughout his Krishna conscious career. Huh? So everybody is shaken. So if you be under that senior devotee, the shake and all is nothing. Huh? So once Prabhupada said, Prabhupada, this devotee, Maya came, attacked, and he's disappeared, Prabhupada, he said. He said, you people, if you can tell me, I know how to kick Maya. But you're not telling me. So like that, if you take help of a senior devotee, guru, so easily we can overcome Maya and we can manifest Lord Krishna in our heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की गौ प्रेमानंदे हरे कृष्ण. Okay, so I don't know if we have time for questions, one or two. If anybody has, they can ask if anybody has any questions.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhu.
Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna.
ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರೋದು ಪ್ರಭು, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ.
ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ.
ಪ್ರಭು, ಇವಾಗ ವಾಸುದೇವ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಇದು ಬಾಗ್ಲು ತೆಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ, ಡೋರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟು ಭಾವನೆ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಭು, ಅದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಭು? ನಮ್ಗೂ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ ಪ್ರಭು?
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. Yes. For you also doors will open. So we have to intensify our devotion service. We can't be relaxed, right? First thing is you have to be serious, means you should have a spiritual master. You should take initiation. Many devotees say, I will chant, I will do that. One devotee, he told me, Prabhu, you are chanting, Prabhu, very nice. Like how, Prabhu, morning? No, Prabhu, it will take 4 rounds, 20 minutes. So I'll calculate throughout the day. He said, I will chant 5 minutes, 2 minutes, like that. So we cannot do all these things. Huh? So we have to be serious. We should rise up. First thing is, if you want to be serious in your devotional service, you should rise early in the morning. I was reading Krishna book. Krishna, he rises 3 hours before Brahma Muhurta. He's sleeping, and Prabhupada says his dear queens of Dwaraka is embracing. And saying at 3 o'clock, the cock, it gives an alarm. He just gets up and he does his meditation. And so Prabhupada is saying is like setting an example. So we should rise early in the morning, we should chant, You should read Bhagavatam. We have so many courses Prabhupada wanted to take. We should all read that. Say, Prabhu, I don't have time. I have to go there. I have to do this. As we grow in our Krishna consciousness, we should gradually give more time. So then if you practice so intensely, then as like how Vasudev door opened, it may not open directly, like explicitly for you. Like, no, as you are sitting and then door is opening. All the obstacles will get cleared. See, that is what is opening, door opening means. Whatever obstacles you face in bhakti, gradually it will all be cleared. That's what you have to see. What is this opening of these doors? Means all your obstacles Krishna will take away. Correct? Daivi esha gunamayi mamamaya duratyaya mam eva ye prapadyante mayam yetam taranti. Okay? So if you intensify your devotional service, take shelter of spiritual master, Vaishnavas, then all doors will open for you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Okay. One more question. I think till 9 we can go, I think.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
So thank you, Prabhu, for your wonderful class. And I had a question. You mentioned telling that we have to be fearful of Maya. So, but we are not fearful of Maya. So, how do we develop that fear, Prabhu? Because we sometimes forget that Maya is even existing, and we fall prey to it and over and again. But still, we keep forgetting. So, how do we do that, Prabhu?
Yeah, so you have to constantly remind yourself that Maya will come and attack me like that. See, I'm just telling you, you go to the temple and we offer our prayers in front of the deities. How many times we pray, Krishna, your Maya should not attack me like that. He said, Krishna, give me this job, give me that, give me this. Actually, you see, till you go to the deities, you'll be thinking, I should pray for the Mayas should not. As soon as you go there, all your material problems, things all will come. Yeah, we are conditioned. We are conditioned. We are conditioned. Hmm? So, we should constantly remind ourselves that yes, Maya is very powerful. Anytime the Maya can come and disturb me. So you should constantly remember Mataji. Something like, no, you see near your bed. I'm just giving you some example. You should write Maya is very powerful. So we should always pray like that, and you write in a paper, A4 sheets paper, and stick it. And then as soon as you get up, you see that. I'm just telling you some hints to remind yourself. So like that, you have to constantly remind that Maya is powerful. Okay.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so we'll stop here. It's 8:57. So thank you all for your patient listening. So we all pray that you all become very, very serious devotees, preachers, and become instrument in the hands of the Lord. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. We thank you very much for your wonderful class and so many points you have given us. So, Radha Vrijavilashini Mataji would like to give the thanksgiving.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. So, 2 points I like, Prabhu. The first point you began saying that the first thing, how to understand Krishna is just simply we have to give up speculation and hear about Krishna. And the second thing is that about that, we always, we should always fear Maya. So when we always fear Maya, in that constant fear, bhakti comes out. Thank you, Prabhu, for the wonderful class. For Prabhu, we'll all chant once Hare Krishna mantra loudly, please. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, we'd like to have your association more and more, Prabhuji, the coming days.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
the
Prabhuji.
knowledge. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat pranam, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat
Hare
pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna
Dandavat
Prabhuji,
Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Prabhuji, he has left. So don't miss this Krishna Ratri program. And moving forward, we will have so many wonderful devotees, senior devotees. They realized Krishna consciousness to the best of their level. And out of their experience, they come and share so many things. So we should not miss this golden opportunity. You can also invite as many people as possible. So thank you very much. Let's meet in morning Mangalarati. Hare Krishna. Good night. Krishna Ratri.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam.